down to earth dude, loves his teammates, and it was honestly like a joke. Like, I mean, everyone was laughing. Yeah, basically like guys were playing rap music on White Boy Wednesday is what we call it. You know, that's our time to play country music and rock and all that. And, you know, he just went up and thought it'd be funny. He has got a big buck knife that he has and cut the ox cord. You know, it's just funny. Like, it's not a race thing or anything. He's not racist. He's not anything like that. He's Caleb McGarry. I mean, he wouldn't be at this school playing football if he was, you know, that type of guy. We love Caleb.
How did the players react when he did that, when he cut the cord, you said?
I mean, I thought it was funny, but, you know, I mean, a lot of guys laughed. It's just funny because, like, no one's going to mess with Caleb because he's so big and he has a knife in his hand. So, like, I mean, that's just, like, stuff that happens in the locker room, and you don't, people blow it out of proportion once they hear about it. But you had to be, it's one of those things you had to be there to really get it. So.
The executive, the anonymous executive, I guess from the NFL that was quoted, said he's socially awkward. Would you call Caleb McGarry socially awkward?
No, he's Caleb. I mean, he's definitely unique, but I mean, he's a great dude. He's an awesome guy to be around.
Right.
Like he loves his teammates, and I mean, I'm sure the guy who said that's probably socially awkward. So, I mean, just to be like, all that stuff is just. Doesn't even matter.
Well,
he got drafted. So.
Exactly. Good.
So, like you said, sounds like you had to be there. I just talked to Caleb too, and he was just so glad how his teammates came to his defense right away.
Yeah.
He was bummed for a second. So when he cut the cord, was he mad or was he just joking?
No, I mean it was just a joke. I mean, like you see Caleb walking to the ox cord with a knife, and he cuts it, and like nothing. No one thought anything of it, and there's Coach Huff.
Hey, how much of that stuff do you now just, do you have to be unguarded? Because, like, there's so much stuff that can be out there. It's just something you have to watch. What's that balance? Just being, yourself. And
I mean, like, you just gotta, like, I think a lot of stuff is just blown out of proportion just for someone's, to get views and all that stuff. I mean, anyone who knows Caleb or knows, the people in this program, I mean, we got top guys. I mean, there's nothing he did here ever to make me think that he's like that. And you definitely have to be careful with what you do nowadays, just because of social media. But that stuff's all foo-foo.
Yeah, and I was talking more, not just Caleb, because I think that's just an example, but just an ongoing thing where, sure, guys just get, what guys are is different, but just for you guys just to be athletes and play, and there's a community.
Yeah, I mean, no one really understands how much work we put in. I mean, we come here at 6 in the morning every morning. We got film, all this stuff, and we're getting paid like barely minimum wage, whatever. It doesn't matter, but like it's just like. We're student athletes. Like we go to class, we do all this stuff, to get to hopefully get paid one day to play football or to get a job. And like, it's just like, that's pretty much it.
How fired up were you to see him Friday night or Thursday night?
I was so happy. He was. I mean, I didn't really see it coming just because I knew he'd go high, but I didn't know he'd be first round. But I was so happy, and me and Nick were watching it at home. Nick's my roommate. And we just started screaming. He deserves all that, and he's going to do great in the NFL.
And as of right now, this will air Monday, but as of right now, I think you've had either 8 or 9 guys get drafted, the most in 20 years, going back to 98. Maybe compare the talent level in this locker room now versus maybe where it was when you first showed up here.
Yeah, I really think it's like the development that happens. There's a lot of talented guys that just get drafted because they're talented, but I mean, there could be a guy that comes through this program who, in high school isn't all that, and then gets developed by Coach Pete and all their guys, and they end up being a draftable guy. I mean, guys like BBK and Greg Gaines. I mean, those guys, they're great football players, but they also were developed at a high, like a standard that they play with, and those guys are all going to do awesome. And I'm excited to watch all those.